Hey there guys, so today's video is going to be the start of another lookbook for this week. So I'm going to tell you guys all the looks that I wear throughout the week of June 27th. I keep on starting these on a Tuesday though. I really would like to start them on Mondays, but for some reason, like the first one that I did, I started on like a midweek or something, so it kind of threw the whole thing off, but it's fine. So today I worked. I actually wasn't supposed to work today, but then my assistant manager needed some days switched around, so I told him I would come in for another coworker today. So I only worked today and this past Sunday, so I only worked like 2 days this week. So anyway, I primed my eyes with the Anastasia eye primer, and then I used my Dewdrop lip oil as per usual, and then I set my eyes with my Urban Decay Stay Naked powder, and then I went in with the Nomad Cosmetics Safari palette again. Cosmetics, right? Sorry if I butchered that name. So basically, I just used Elusive Leopards in the crease, then I darkened with the crease more with Pack of Wild Dogs, and then I used Honking Hippos on the outer corners, and then for the lid I really wanted to go in with the shade Leaping Leeches, so that's the shade that I used today. It's very pretty. And then for my inner corners I just went in with Roaring Lions, and that's all I used from the palette. I'm still like very mixed on this palette, to be honest. It's a pretty look, but I don't know if like this is kind of like, I don't know. It's a good palette, but I'm not like head over heels like wowed by it. Unlike the Verona palette and the Royal Europe palette, I was very impressed by. But this palette, I don't know. It's a good palette. I still love Nomad, but I just like the Natasha Denona palette a little bit more. And then I just went in with Blanc Type on my brow bone. My ranking is coming soon of my eyeshadow palettes. I just have had no time to film anything else besides Get Ready With Me's, but hopefully I will be able to film that by the end of this week. And then for my waterline, I went in with the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner. ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Charmer. Honestly, this is one of the only ones that actually really lasts on my waterline. But I wanted to go in with a little pop of purple because I just wore my plaid button-down shirt today. I love this shirt. Excuse me. I got this at Lucky a while back, and it's one of my favorite shirts from them. And then I just went in with my Essence Lash Primer, and then I went in with the ColourPop Hocus Pocus 2 BFF Mascara in the shade Purple, because I don't know, I just thought I would use that today. I realized that this is kind of like really old right at this point. This is like a 8-month-old mascara, but it's still good. So I don't know. Probably give it away soon. I mean, declutter it soon. And then I use my Maybelline Lash Discovery Mascara. Yeah, obviously I give away mascaras in my free time. Definitely not. And then I just prime my face with the Milk Makeup setting spray. And then I use the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer in the shade. I'm not in the shade. Oh my god. You can tell how tired I am. My dog kept me up until 3:30 in the morning. I was falling asleep on my face. And then I heard like the sound of like the clanking of her tags in my hallway. And then I open the door and she's right outside my room, like quaking because it's thundering outside. So I tried to put her back to sleep. She didn't want to go to sleep. She ran right down the hallway like 10 minutes later after I went to the bathroom. And I still heard her outside my room when I came back into my room. So I had to I brought her in my room for a little while and put her on the bed, and she just was not happy. So, I finally just ended up putting up her gate in her laundry room because she sleeps in the laundry room. That's like her territory. That's her room. And her cage is in there with her bed. So I was like, Luna, I need to go to sleep. So I just put the gate up so she would stop coming out of the room. And then she went to sleep because the thunder kind of stopped at that point. But I was falling asleep so hard at like 2:45 in the morning, and then I'm like, I had to be up another like half hour to try and calm her down. And then for my foundation, I use the Dior Forever Skin Glow Foundation in the shade 00. I don't even remember the last time I used this. I don't think I used this month because of the condition that my skin was in, but now I can wear other foundations again, so I finally decided to wear this one. And then for my concealer, I use the Urban Decay Naked Quickie Concealer in the shade 10NN. I kind of wanted like a full coverage look today. Oh my god. I didn't realize there was something in my teeth. Sorry, I had Panera for dinner today at the mall. And then I just set my under eyes and everything with the Pat McGrath Labs powder. And then I set my face with the Urban Decay Stay Naked powder, of course. And then for my bronzer, I just went in with the Gucci bronzer in the shade 01. I love this bronzer, so I just wanted to use that today. And then for my blush, I went in with a pretty oldie but a goodie. This is such a good blush. This is the Makeup Forever Peach Blush. I'm not sure what shade it is because it came in this duo. I never really use this highlighter because I'm not really that crazy about it, but I do try to use this blush from time to time. And it's such a stunning, like, peachy tone blush, and it's still there, and it's so pretty on the skin. It's such an effortless formula. I don't even know if they have these around still. They always reformulate, like, all of their products, so I never know what stays around with Makeup Forever. And then for my highlight, I went in with the Milk Makeup Highlighter in the shade Lit. I love this highlighter. It's super pretty. It didn't go on as opaque as it usually does today, though, but it's probably just because I need to wash my brushes. Sorry, not sorry. I know all of us are guilty of not washing our brushes often enough. And then I set my face with the Milk Makeup Spray again, and then I just set my brows with the e.l.f. Wow Brow. And then for my lips, I just went in with Cool BFF again from ColourPop, and then I went in with the ColourPop Fresh Kiss Lip Lacquer in the shade Speakeasy for my lips. One of my favorites. It's just so nice and hydrating and like glossy without being sticky. Their lip lacquers are really, really good. I wish they kept... I don't even know if they're still around. So yeah, that's it. So I'll see you guys for another look tomorrow. I see my boyfriend tomorrow, and then Thursday I'm actually seeing one of my friends. Gonna catch up with him. And yeah, I just want to do stuff this summer that makes me happy and is fun. So hopefully we will be doing some more fun looks. I just felt... I haven't really been into that many colorful looks lately. I don't know. This June, I just... Even though summer hit, I'm just not into that many colorful looks. I'm more into like neutrals or oranges or warm tones and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll see you guys for another look tomorrow. Bye! Okay, so hey there guys, I'm going to tell you guys about my makeup look for yesterday and today. I just, for some reason, didn't have time to tell you guys my makeup look for yesterday. I'm pretty tired right now. I just got home from seeing one of my friends, and he doesn't live pretty close to me. It's like a 40-minute drive, so I'm pretty tired. So for yesterday, I primed my eyes with the ColourPop Party Proof Primer and the Dewdrop Lip Oil. I just always put that on. And then I just set my eyes with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Powder. And then I went in with the Simply Posh Citrus Punch palette yesterday because I really wanted to use this again yesterday. And I went in with the shade Squeeze first in the crease. Then I darkened up the crease more with Zest. And then I used Blood Orange on the outer corners. And then I used Tropical all over the lid. And then for the inner corners, I used Tangerine, and that's everything I used from this palette. And then I just used Blanc Type on the brow bone. And then for my waterline, I just used Peach Fuzz from ColourPop, and then I used the ColourPop Lengthening Mascara on my top and bottom lashes, and then I just used the Essence Lash Primer, and that's everything I used on my eyes. And then for my face, I just used the NYX Marshmallow Primer because I felt like using that yesterday. I haven't used that in so long. And I just used my Milk Makeup Setting Spray to prep my face before that. And then for my tinted moisturizer, I just used the NYX Bear With Me Tinted Skin Veil. And then I used my NYX Serum Concealer. I believe that's right here, actually. Where is it? Yeah, the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum in the shade Fair 01. Yeah, just the lightest shade Fair. And then I just set my under eyes and everything with the Becca Hydra Mist powder. And then I just set my face with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh powder again. And then for my bronzer, I use the Milani Dolce bronzer. And then for my blush, I went in with the Buxom blush, the primer infused blush in the shade Mykonos. It's a really pretty blush. And then I use the Milani Trio. This is the Milani Rose Glow Stellar Lights highlighter palette, and I just went into all 3 shades in here. I just mixed them all together. These are the shades Pearl, Golden Quartz, and Rose Gold. This is a beautiful highlighting palette. I don't even know if they have this available anymore, but it's a stellar highlighting palette. And then I just set my face again with the Milani settings, with the Milk Makeup setting spray, and then I just set my brows with the ColourPop Wow Brow. And, I mean, not ColourPop. The ColourPop Brow Boss Gel. I'm thinking about the e.l.f. Wow Brow and just like said ColourPop Wow Brow. Good job, Caitlin. And then for my lips, I just used the MAC Matte Lipstick in the shade Kinda Sexy. And that was my look for yesterday. I obviously inserted the clip before this to show you guys my makeup look yesterday. And then today, I went to see one of my friends that I haven't seen in like at least a month or 2. I wanted to catch up with him tonight, and it was just so much fun. It was such a good time. And I wore this, like, celestial kind of moon phase zodiac butterfly shirt / Hamza shirt from Lucky Brand. I just got this shirt, and I think it's super cute. And my friend's, like, really into, like, the celestial moon phase kind of stuff. And he was like, I love your shirt. I was like, it was great. It was just a t-shirt, jeans kind of day. I really didn't feel like wearing anything else because I was just going over his apartment to see him and his boyfriend, and it was so much fun. So I primed my eyes with the Anastasia eye primer, and then I just used my Dewdrop lip oil, and then I set my eyes with the Urban Decay Stay Naked powder. And then for my eyes, I used the Nomad Aquavango Safari palette because I wanted to do another look with this palette. I'm almost done testing out this palette. But my eye makeup turned out really, really pretty today. He said, I love your eye makeup. It's such a vibe. I'm like, thank you so much. It was really sweet of him. And I basically just went in with like the cooler tone row. So I think the only shade I have to use in here on my lid is this shade right here, which is Keystone Termites. But I've used all the other shades at this point. So for my eyes, I went in with the shade, I cannot even read this right now. What does that say? Oh my god. Crash of Rhinos. It's just like such a bad reflection, so I like can't see it that well. So I went in with that in my crease. Then I darkened up the crease more with Rumbling Elephants. And then for my outer corners, I used Honking Hippos. And then for my lid, I went in with the shade Migraining Zebras. It's just a really pretty like silver shade. And then I went in with Blanc Type on my brow bone as per usual. And then I went in with the shade Chief's Island on the lower lash line. And then I used the shade Nile Crocodile on the inner corners. And I like that I picked up the green from the shirt on the lower lash line. And I picked up like the cooler tones of the shirt on my crease. So I was really loving my eye makeup today. I think it turned out really, really pretty. This is probably like my favorite look I've done with this palette besides the green look. So I think this palette is good. There's some looks I love and some looks I'm like, okay, it's good, but not great. But there's some looks that I've really have been loving. So kind of up and down about this palette, but it's still a good palette. So, and then for my waterline, I just went in with the Makeup by Mario liner in the shade Black because I just wanted to use a black liner to make it really smoky. And then I just of course used my Essence Lash Primer, and then I used the Gwen Stefani Can't Stop Staring Mascara, and then I went in with the Maybelline Lash Discovery Mascara on the bottom lashes as per usual. And then I primed my face with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, and then I just used my Milk Makeup Spray. Why do I always say that second when I use the Milk Makeup Spray first to hydrate my face, and then I go in with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. And then my hair is bothering me. I'm tired. And then for my foundation, I went in with the YSL All Hours Foundation in the shade B10 Porcelain. So I just used that guy. Where is my concealer? I just used my LYS concealer, but I don't know why it's not in front of me. That's bizarre. So I just used my LYS concealer in the shade LG3, and then I just set my eyes with my Pat McGrath Labs powder. I drank a little bit at my friend's house, okay? So I'm tired and I'm a little bit tipsy, so yeah. So I just used my Pat McGrath Labs powder underneath my eyes, and then I just set my face again with the Urban Decay Stay Naked powder in the shade 10NN. And then for my bronzer, I just went in with the Pat McGrath Labs bronzer in the shade Naked Desire. Really, really nice bronzer. Super easy to use. That's what I used. And then for my blush and highlight, I went in with the Half Magic Beauty blush in the shade, in the Cheek Fluff, in the shade Don't Be a Doll. So I finally got to use these products today, even though I just got them like yesterday. I wanted to use them today. So I used this shade, and it was really, really pretty. So I'm glad I decided to use that today. I mean, I really wanted to because I just got them. And then I went in with the coinciding highlighter. This is the Light Trap Duochrome Glow Powder in the shade, what is this shade? Enter the Glow. So this is the highlighter that I used. And it was super duper pretty. I really love how it looked on the skin. Very, very pretty shine. I loved it. It was super pretty. And then I just went in with my Milk Makeup setting spray again to set my face. And then I just used my e.l.f. Wow Brow in my brows. And then for my lips, I used the Half Magic Beauty Lip Liner Crayon Duo and then the coinciding lippy. So I used the Half Magic Sculptitude 2-in-1 liner, and I used the shade Hot Potato. Really, really creamy, really, really nice warm liner. And then I used the Half Magic Beauty Mouth Cloud in the shade Mr. Cheeky Pants for my lips. And I really, really love this formula. Very, very comfy. It's not completely transfer proof, but it's very comfortable on the lips. And that's everything that I used today and yesterday. So now I'm going to go because I'm very tired. So bye. Okay, so hey there guys, I want to tell you guys about my makeup look for today. So I primed my eyes with the ColourPop Party Proof Primer, and then I just used my Dewdrop Lip Oil and my ColourPop Pretty Fresh Powder to set my eyes as per usual. And then for my eyeshadow palette, I wanted to use the Ace Beauté Aura palette today because I wanted to wear this purple butterfly shirt from Lucky Brand. So I wanted to wear a purple eyeshadow look, and I just wanted to use this palette a little bit more. So I went in with these purpley tones, and it just turned out super, super pretty. So I used the shade Soul in the crease. Then I darkened up the crease more with Wistful, and then I used the shade Sultry on the outer corners. And then for the lid, I went in with the shade Halo, which is my favorite shade in the palette. It's just a super pretty, like lilac-y, goldy shade. It's just so pretty. And then I just used the shade Moonlight on my inner corners, and that's everything that I used from the palette. It just turned out super pretty. So that's what I used from this. And then I put on my Blanc Type from MAC. I keep on wanting to say I set my brow bone, but I'm like, no, Caitlin, you didn't do that because you just put on a brow bone highlight like you always do. And then I went in with the Essence Lash Primer, and then I went in with my ColourPop Act Natural Defining Mascara because I just used that. And then I just went in with a white liner on my waterline. So I used the LA Girl Perfect Precision Eyeliner in the shade Arctic White. And I really like how white looks with some certain pastel-y colors because I really like how it pops, like the color. And then I went in with the Maybelline Lash Discovery Mascara on the bottom lashes. And then for my face, I primed with my Milk Makeup Setting Spray, and then I just used the Say Star Glow Super Gel Primer. And then for my tinted moisturizer, I just wanted to go in with my Tower 28 tinted moisturizer. I think I'm almost done with this. I use it a ton. I think I got this last spring during the VIB sale. It takes me forever to use up products, like especially liquid products now. I used to go through them so quickly, and now it's like it takes me a century to use up a liquid product, but I'm getting there. I feel like I'm almost done with it. So I'm in the shade 05 Fairfax, and then for my concealer, I used the Bendy Avocado Concealer from First Aid Hello Fab Bendy Avocado Concealer from First Aid Beauty. I cannot speak today. In the shade 0.5. And then I just set my under eyes and everything with the House Labs powder because I felt like using that one today because I've been using the Becca one a lot. And then I just set my face again with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh powder as per usual. What else do I use? And then for my bronzer, I use the Milani Dolce bronzer because I felt like using that one today. And then for my blush, so I wanted to go in with something a little bit like purpley, like soft purpley pink. But I went in with the shade Well Dressed right here. Is that the shade? Yeah. And it turned out like super peachy on my cheeks. Kind of turned out more like a peachy pink, which I'm not mad at. I still think it looks really pretty, but I think it's just because of my brushes. Like, I really just need to clean my brushes. So, but it's fine. I think it still looks really nice. And then for my highlight, I decided to use this guy. I haven't used this one in so long. So I used the Burp Perfect. The Be Perfect Cosmetics Get Wet Cream Highlighter. And this one is in the shade, I think it's just called Skin Sheen. I always forget that this doesn't really have a shade name. Or I guess it is called Skin Sheen. But yeah, it's just a really beautiful, like super sparkly, highlighty highlighter. It's not my absolute favorite, but it's really, really pretty and intense. So I just wanted to, I felt like using that one today. And then I just set my face with my Milk Makeup Setting Spray again. And then I just set my brows with my ColourPop Brow Boss Gel. And then for my lips, I use the Milk Makeup matte lipstick in the shade Skills, just because I wanted like a peachy kind of nude, because I love peachy nudes with purple because they're very complementary colors. So yeah, that's it. Hopefully I'll see my boyfriend soon. Bye. Okay, so hey there guys. So I already took my makeup off for the day, but I wanted to tell you guys what I wore to work today. I was so done with keeping my makeup on. My face feels a little bit irritated again. Like my eyes are a little red today and my face is a bit red. I don't know why that is, but hopefully it'll get better. So I primed my eyes with the Anastasia eye primer and then the Dewdrop lip oil, and I'll show you guys a clip of what I was wearing to work. And then I just set my face with the Dior powder. And then for my eyeshadow today, I used the Nomad Cosmetics Royal Europe palette because I really wanted to do the red look with this palette because I literally haven't done it since I first got this palette. And I think that was like the second look that I did with the palette, and then I literally have not used the reds since I got the palette. So I really wanted to do that look again, and also I wanted to do it for July 4th because it's literally July already. Can we believe we're in July already? So I just went down the row of reds and I used Penna Palace in the crease. Then I darkened up the crease more with Great Hall, and then I used the deepest shade in the palette, Neptune Fountain, on my outer corners. And then for my lid, I used the shade Royal Treasure, which is my favorite shade in the palette. It's a gorgeous, like, reddish, goldish, greenish multi-chrome. It's so stunning on the lids. And then I just popped on Imperial Queen on the inner corners, and that's all I used from this palette today. And it looks stunning. And then I just used Blanc Type on the brow bone. And then for my waterline, I just used the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Joyride. And that actually worked pretty well today. And then for some reason, like, my face makeup was just not looking that great at the end of the day today when I went to go and check the mirror today. After I like ate dinner and everything, it just like kind of looked like it was peeling off. Even though, like, I just think it's my brushes that I need to clean, but also the foundation didn't look that great. I think I'm going to have to declutter this foundation. That's probably why my skin might be a little bit red, because this foundation is kind of expired, but like it doesn't smell bad, but I think what's covering it is that it is a scented foundation. So I primed my lashes with my Essence Lash Primer, and then I just used my Kelly Ray Come Hell or High Water Mascara. But this mascara transferred on my under eyes too. I feel like the only one that doesn't, or the only ones that don't, is the Gwen Stefani and the ColourPop ones. Like, literally every other mascara, I'm having such trouble with them transferring underneath my eyes now. That might have to do with the Aquaphor on my eyes, but Yeah, I never really had this much trouble with mascara transferring before. And then I just used my Maybelline Lash Discovery. And then for my face, I just primed with my Milk Makeup Spray and then the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. And then for my foundation, I used the Very Valentino Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 26 Light Lasting Perfecting Foundation in the shade Light R2. I don't know. I mean, this did expire in December of 2022, so I think I'm just going to declutter it because I don't think I can use this anymore. I mean, I've used up literally the majority of it, and I wouldn't feel like terrible if I decide to declutter this or just stop using it because I have gotten my use out of this, and I purchased it last April, and there's like a decent amount of product left, but not like, it's like down to here, and there's like some on the side, so I don't know. I can't really use it if it's like 6 months past at this point. I mean, usually I do, but like today it just didn't look great at the end of the day, so, and then my skin is red, so. And then for my concealer, I used the Urban Decay Stay Naked Quickie Concealer in the shade 10NN, and then I just set my face with the Dior powder again, then I set my under eyes with the Pat McGrath powder. And then for my bronzer, I used the House Labs bronzer. This is the Power Sculpt Velvet Bronzer in the shade Light Level 1. I just wanted to use it today. I love that bronzer. And then for my blush, I wanted to finally go in with the ColourPop Pressed Powder Blush in the shade Silence from the Alice in Wonderland collection. And this one is that super red shade, so I felt like today was the perfect opportunity to use it again. It's the Queen of Hearts shade, so I wanted to use that. And then for my highlight, I really need to wash my brushes though, because my highlight was okay, but at the end of the day, it really didn't look that great. So I used the Nomad Cosmetics highlighter in the shade Ghost Light, and I usually love how this looks on my skin, but my brush is like not great right now, so I really need to wash my blush brush and my highlighting brush. And then I just set my face again with the Milk Makeup Spray, and then I used the ow, that hurt my shoulder. Where is my lippy? And then I used the e.l.f. Wow Brow in my brows. And then for my lips, I could find my freaking lippy because I literally just put it on at work today. And I used my mirror, well, not my mirror, I used the phone camera to apply it. Let me just find it, hold on. And then for my lips, I used the Half Magic Beauty Sculptitude 2-in-1 liner, and I used the other shade that I didn't use, which is the shade Ballerino. And this is a really pretty, like, kind of more slightly pinkish nude, and it's just so pretty. They both go so well with this lippy. And then I just went in with the Half Magic Beauty lip cloud. I really like this formula a lot. It's super comfortable on the lips, lasts a really long time, and it layers beautifully, and it just feels super comfortable on the lips. So I really have been enjoying this, but I wanted to wear this for the second time. So this is the Half Magic Beauty Mouth Cloud lip cream in the shade Mr. Cheeky Pants, and it's just a beautiful nude. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I gotta go because I need to relax. I'm freaking tired. I worked 11 to 6:30 today, and I didn't really sleep last night, so I'm tired. So bye. Okay, so hey there, guys. So I just want to tell you guys about my makeup look for today. I actually have my makeup on this time. I just wanted to go through my makeup look before I leave the house because I'm actually going to my friend's house for a barbecue for July 4th. So I'm very excited. She just lives right down the street from me, so she lives like 5 minutes away. So like, I don't really have to worry about driving that far. I can drink and not really worry about like getting home. So yeah, it's great. So for my eyes, I just primed my eyes with my ColourPop Party Proof Primer, and then I just used my Dewdrop Lip Oil, and then I just set my eyes with my ColourPop Pretty Fresh Powder. And then for my eyeshadow, I went in with the Simply Posh Citrus Punch palette again. I love this palette, and I really wanted to do a yellow and green combo today. So I mostly just used these 6 shades, and it just turned out so freaking pretty. Every time I do a look with this palette, I just absolutely love the way it turns out. But I'm actually wearing like these lemon shorts today. I haven't put them on yet, but that's why I wanted to do this look so I could literally just match my lemon shorts. I got those from H&M so long ago. I do not shop at H&M anymore. I haven't for years, but I think that was the last thing I actually bought from there. So anyway, I used Fizz in the crease. Then I darkened up the crease more with lemon. Of course, I had to use lemon. I mean, this palette was so perfect today because it literally has a lemon shade. I mean, hello. And then I put lime on the outer corners. And then for the lid, I wanted to use the shade Sour. Again, it's such a stunning greenish pink, but it's just so beautiful. And then for the lower lash line, I went in with the shade Citrus and just smudged that a little bit. And then for the inner corners, I used the shade Tangy. And Tangy has a bit of like a greenish yellow shift to it, so it goes perfectly with the green and the yellow. And I just really wanted to do a green and yellow combo because I don't think I've done that color combo before. And I love it. I think it looks so pretty together. So that's what I used from the palette. And then for my waterline, I just used the ColourPop green gel. It is a green liner, the ColourPop cream gel liner in the shade Aglow. And then for my mascara, I just used the ColourPop lengthening mascara. You guys see that all the time, so I just use that on my top and bottom lashes. And then I just used Blanc Type on my brow bone. And then for my primer, I just used the Milk Makeup Setting Spray in the Stay Star Glow Super Gel Primer. And then for my tinted moisturizer, I used the Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydromaniac in the shade 10 Ultra Fair. I haven't used this since I was in California, and I just love this tinted moisturizer, so I wanted to use this one. And that's usually my go-to for when I go to her house because we spend all day outside, so it's like a great one that holds up in the heat really well. So let me just check the weather. It keeps on like, we keep on losing the sun, or it keeps on saying chance of rain later, so now it says 4 o'clock. Let me just check the Weather Channel. And then for my concealer, I use the Milani Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer in the shade 110 Ivory. Now it says this is thunderstorms possible after 7 p.m. So, yeah, I figured it was going to be around 7 or 8 o'clock. So that's good. At least we get a few hours in the pool. And then I just set my face with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh powder, and I set my under eyes with the Becca Hydro Mist powder. And then for my face, I just used the ColourPop matte bronzer in the shade Alviva Beach. Y'all know this is like one of my go-tos and one of my absolute favorites, so I just used that. And then for my blush and highlight, I wanted to go in so much stuff on my desk right now, like you have no idea. For my blush, I used the Half Magic Beauty blush again because I've only used it once. So I wanted to use that today in the shade, the Cheek Fluff in the shade Don't Be a Doll. And it's just such a pretty like peachy shade, so it looks really pretty. And then for my highlight, I just wanted to use a yellowy gold kind of highlighter. So I just went in with my ColourPop Super Shock highlighter from the Winnie the Pooh collection in the shade Silly Old Bear. And it's such a stunning like yellowy gold, and it goes perfectly with this look. And then I just set my face with Milk Makeup Setting Spray again. And then just use my ColourPop Brow Boss Gel in my brows. And then for my lips, I just threw on the ColourPop Lippy Stick in the shade Cookie. Just wanted something easy to throw on. And yeah, that's it. So I will talk to you guys later because I want to get to Target so I can pick up some Trulies and some chips and guac. So yeah, bye. Okay, so hey there guys. So today I just want to tell you guys about my makeup look. I believe that this is the last look for this video. So I just primed my eyes with my ColourPop Party Proof Primer, and then just use the Dewdrop Lip Oil and the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Powder as per usual to set my eyes. And then I wanted to go in with the Natasha Denona Yucca palette because I haven't used this since I tested out all the shades, and also I haven't used it this month yet because we're literally in July and today's July 4th, so happy to July 4th to anybody who celebrates. So I wanted to use most of the like warmer tone peachy shades today, so I went in with the shade Fushi in the crease, then I darkened up the crease more with Ixia, and then I used Flax on the outer corners. Pretty sure this is the last look of this video. I hope it is. And then for my lid, I went in with the shade Plantasia because I wanted to go in with that color because I thought it just looked so pretty with the orangey shades. And then I just took Kamarabi on the inner corners, and that's everything I used from the palette today. Very simple, easy look, but I just really wanted to use this palette again because I just love the quality and the performance of it. It's just a beautiful palette, and I just know my eyeshadow is always going to be beautiful every time I use it. And then I just put on Blanc Type on the brow bone like I always do. I did go to a barbecue yesterday, so today I'm just chilling with my boyfriend. And then I used the LA Girl Perfect Precision eyeliner in the shade brown on the waterline, and then I just used the Essence Lash Primer. And then I went in with my Milani highly rated anti-gravity mascara for my mascara today. It's a pretty easy mascara to use. And then I just used the Maybelline Lash Discovery on the bottom lashes. And then for my face, I just primed with my, I actually used my Fourth Ray Beauty Do It Spray today because I actually really just wanted to go in with this finally, and it's not really irritating my face at all, so I finally decided to use that again. And then I used my NYX Marshmallow Primer. I'm almost done using that up. Like, it's taken a long time for me to use up both of these products, but we're getting there. The Do It Spray, I'm like almost 3/4 of the way through. And then for my tinted moisturizer, I just wanted to use the Fenty Beauty Easy Drop Blurring Skin Tint in the shade 1. I still love how this makes my face look, so I wanted to use this today. And then for the concealer, I just used the Maybelline Dark Circle Eraser in the shade Cool Ivory, and then I just set my under eyes and my face with the Becca Hydra Mist powder, and then my Pretty Fresh powder from ColourPop all over my face to set the rest of my face, And then for my bronzer, I just sneezed off camera, so that's why I'm a bit nasally right now. I wanted to use the Ilia Night Light bronzing powder in the shade Drawn In, so I just used that as my bronzer. I'm a bit tired because yesterday was very tiring. I got pretty drunk yesterday, so I was so tired when I got home and when I woke up this morning. And then for my bronzer, I used the Laura Mercier Blush Color Infusion blush in the shade Bellini. I just wanted to use this peachy tone blush today, and this is one of my favorite peach blushes in my collection, but I haven't used it in a while, so I wanted to use it today. And then for my highlight, I wanted to use the Natasha Denona Super Glow highlighter. This is my only Natasha Denona highlighter that I own, in the shade 01 Fair. It's a stunning, like, champagne-y color. It's really, really pretty, so I just wanted to use that. And then I just set my face with the Do It Spray again, and then I just used the ColourPop Brow Boss Gel in my brows. I don't know why this hair is, like, just literally, like, not cooperating with me, but it's fine. And then for my lips, I just threw on the Haus Labs Lame Monster lip crayon in the shade Peach Matte. This is just a really pretty, like, go-to lip crayon that I love to wear. I wear this a lot. Her lip formula is just so nice. And yeah, that's it. Okay, so yes, I do believe this is the last look for this video, so I hope you guys enjoy. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram at TBW819 and check out my Poshmark at the same handle. I hope you guys enjoyed these looks for this week. Sorry, like, there was some days where I just wanted to take my makeup off, but I still, like, showed you guys a clip of it, and it was just because it was, like, super late, or just because I was really tired and didn't feel like keeping on my makeup anymore. So yeah, I will see you guys for another lookbook very soon. Bye.